Welcome to part 2 of our holiday of a lifetime. In this video we encounter an onboard wardrobe malfunction while we make our way up the coast of Australia towards Darwin. Well, hello, I'm Rhonda.
And I am Andrew.
And welcome to part 2 of our holiday of a lifetime.
Just wanted to start off by mentioning a few little mishaps that we encountered on our lovely journey on the Royal Princess. I think probably, Rhonda, you could probably explain it far better than I could.
Okay, well it all started on our first night on the ship. We'd had a few drinks in the wheelhouse bar and then thought, our bags will be up in our cabin, so we made our way up. And we unpacked our suitcases and got ready for dinner that evening. We're all dressed, ready to go, and I'm sitting on the end of the bed putting my shoes on, and I put my right foot into my sandal and fine. Put my left foot into my sandal and I'm going, something doesn't feel right. What's happened? Have I got something stuck in my shoe or something? And I look down and I have packed a different shoe. So I've got two sandals, different, and they're both right foot. So, I panicked. I just said, oh my God, Andrew. I said, look what I've done. I said, shoes are a premium because we're minimal packing. I said, what am I going to do? Half my clothes are black. What am I going to do? I've got no black shoes. So, anyway, so I thought, it doesn't matter. No one looks at your feet. And I did have bone sandals. So I thought, well, we'll just put them on and just make do. And anyway, I'm not really sure why I panicked so much about the shoes.
Well, I know it really threw you. I know you really threw you a lot though.
They were awful shoes. I don't even know why I packed them in the first place. But anyway, maybe it was a godsend that I packed them wrong and I never got to wear them.
After that, throwing us completely, we decided to go down to have dinner this time at the, where did we go? Alfredo's, which is casual dining room. Normally on the first night you go to the main dining room or anything, but we thought we'd change it up a little bit and go to this Alfredo's Pizzeria, which is said was a casual dining. Casual dining was part of our package, so we could have unlimited casual dining. So we thought, well, why not? We'll go down there and we'll go and get our photo taken, provided we don't get our feet.
It doesn't take my feet.
Because you did change into a black top, I know. So, So yeah, that still threw us a little bit, but still thinking about that. We did think that probably by the time we get to Darwin,
we should be able to find
some more, get some more shoes for you, so to hopefully match your black outfits for the rest of the cruise.
Hopefully. Well, today's our second sea day, and we settled quite nicely into ship life.
Well, that's one thing we do really like about sea days is that you can just relax in your cabin, look out over the ocean, and just it's the most magnificent view in the world, isn't it?
It's so relaxing, so beautiful looking at the ocean.
Oh yeah, just something we really enjoy.
Yes. And in the afternoon we went to the Cruiner's Bar, which was one of our three favourite bars. And we enjoyed 1, 2, 3 or many cocktails.
Oh, cocktails galore. Yeah, and Princess have got wonderful arrangement of cocktails and all falling within our package. So that's
and one of our favourite was the espresso martini.
Oh, the espresso martini, yes.
Which always went down
Always goes down well.
And in the evening, we went to the main dining room called Symphony.
Yeah, that was our first, that's our second night at sea, so we decided we'll go to the main dining room this time. As you said, Symphony, which actually happens to be what they call anytime dining. The other dining venues, Allegro and Concerto, you have to book in for dining, but Symphony is actually anytime dining. But oh no, we had no problems, just walked in there and got a table and enjoyed a very nice meal, wasn't it?
Very nice, yes.
Yeah, so...
and then after dinner we headed off to the piazza and we watched their house band.
Yeah, the house rock band, which we did many a times.
And we really enjoyed just watching people dancing and just having a good time.
Yeah,
and,
so...
I think we had our nightcap there and headed off to bed.
Oh yeah, but have a little, we just got a quick little video of them, which we...
day three of our cruise, and we arrived in Brisbane this morning to a beautiful, lovely, sunny,
magnificent day.
Quite hot day.
Quite hot, I remember that. We didn't actually get off at Brisbane because we've been here before, and the port is located just in an industrial area, which is actually next to a sewage plant, but that's another story. But I know the locals aren't very happy about that. But one of the other reasons we didn't get off was because the only way, there's no public transport, so the only way is you either catch a cab or take a bus that Princess would put on themselves. Now the cost of the bus was $40 per person, so $80 to get off just to go into see Brisbane. We've been there before, so we just actually decided to stay on, didn't we?
So we actually enjoyed a few of the outside ship facilities and took advantage of the pool.
Oh, that's right. There was nobody around, so you were in the pool by yourself.
Yeah, there was no one around, and I think we ate at the Trident Grill, which is outside. And we sort of really felt like we had the ship to ourselves almost.
Yeah, sometimes it's quite nice not getting off on a ship on a port day because everybody else does.
It was good. And in the evening, we went to the first show that was held in the Princess Theatre. And
that's right.
It was the Neil Diamond Tribute Band.
Oh, yeah. Now, Neil Diamond Tribute Band. Fantastic artist. Regret I cannot remember his name, but by God, he sounded like Neil Diamond, and he sang all the Neil Diamond classics, and everybody was singing along. And of course, there was one specific song that we heard, and what was that?
Oh my goodness, Sweet Caroline.
Sweet Caroline.
Now, we were on this ship 43 days, and I think we sang this song 42.
Yeah, I think. Well, that's right. Every performer seemed to play Sweet Caroline every night. So every set there seemed to be a Sweet Caroline.
Sweet Caroline. So we actually know we're perfect now, so we can sing it for you if you like.
No, we won't be doing that.
A dream that don't ask no questions, yeah. Let's do it one more time. Oh, I love my rosy shot. She got the way to make me happy. You and me will go in style. Crackling roars, you're a snowboard woman. Sing! Good time never seems so good. So good, so good, so good. 'Cause I've been inclined to believe they never would. Keep those phones in the air, hands in the air. This is
it's our first of our sea days en route up to Darwin. 4 sea days we're having. And as we mentioned before, we do have some challenges on this cruise, and the first one, of course, was the big shoe incident. Today was to start it off. It was the second of our challenges, and maybe Rhonda, you can.
So this started off Andrew getting out of bed early, and to get his steps up every morning, he would walk down the 6-7 flights of steps and go to the International Cafe and get takeaway cafe lattes for us. And they would be in the big containers, takeaway containers, and they all had the plastic lid on them. And he would run up the stairs with them and come back to the room. And by this stage, I'd be sitting up in bed ready for my coffee in bed. Well, this particular morning, he's walking around the corner of the bed and tripped over the sheet that had managed to fall on the floor the night before. And with the momentum of him tripping, he fell forward and squished both coffee cups. Therefore, the lids of the coffee cups flew off, and the 2 big cups of cafe latte were thrown all over the cabin, the ceiling, the bedhead, the doona, the pillow, broke. With the momentum of the fall, Andrew also smashed into the lamp. We broke the lamp, and my drawer was open just the tiniest little bit, and when we was trying to clean up, we looked in the drawer and it was swimming in coffee. Everything, my underwear, everything was just swimming in coffee. So we're madly trying to tidy up the room, which was absolutely plastered in coffee. It was just coffee
It's
everywhere.
a shame we didn't get any photos. Unfortunately, don't have it. But
I think
we're
we're too
such a
stressed. We were too
state
stressed to take
with
photos.
everything
So
happening.
anyway, we're stripping the bed, taking the doona out, taking the pillowcases out, and we go. I said, we'll have to let our little man know.
Well,
our
the
room
side
captain.
lamp, as you mentioned, was completely destroyed.
because that was broken as well. So outside we go, and we meet our little cabin man. His name was Alio, and he said, "Look, I'm really sorry, but we've had a bit of an accident. We've got spilt some coffee." Well, he walked into the cabin and he's just looked at the cabin and it was dripping with coffee. And we're going, "Look, we're really sorry." And I was undoing the doona cover and everything, and he goes, "Madam, go to breakfast." So we were berated by our poor room cabin man. And anyway, so we thought, the best thing to do is leave him to it because they've got a routine and we're just getting in the way. So we quickly rushed outside and went to breakfast. But while we're having breakfast, I said to Andrew, I feel so bad. This poor man, like, our room's a disaster area. And so we went down to the shop and we bought him a big block of chocolate, which you then said.
Well, I thought, well, I don't think he really wanted chocolate. I think he would prefer money.
I said, well, bad luck is getting chocolate.
But we did keep that in mind for tips
Yes,
we provided later in the end of the
yes,
cruise.
so that was, oh gosh, it was not nice, to be honest with you. But anyway, we survived.
After the coffee incident, we thought we would go and enjoy again the facilities of the ship and explore it, which we hadn't completely done at this stage. One of the things about the Royal Princess that we did find compared to other ships like Queen Elizabeth we had, it does not have a dedicated promenade deck where you can actually walk around the whole perimeter of the ship. So one part of it, in fact, it's probably devoid of a few windows too, where you can sit beside and look out, in
when you're having a drink.
treats and leisure areas as well. But they've only got a small area towards the aft of the ship where you can actually get out and look at the wake, and nobody seems to know it because it seems to be hidden away a little bit. But we did get out there and had a good look at it, and went out there and enjoyed it, and just wanted to show you a video of what it looks like.
That day also, or that night, I should say, was our first formal night of the cruise.
I think we had, how many, 7 formal nights?
Yeah, something like that. Anyway, so it was our first formal night, and so we got all dressed up that night and headed out, and we found a photographer and we had some professional photos taken, which was nice.
One of the parts of our cruise fare was we took the Premier package, and the Premier package, which is part of drinks package as well, includes some unlimited casual dining and things like fitness classes and so on and so forth. But it does include no, we never did one fitness class, but anyway, that's another story. But they do provide unlimited photos because the professional photographers around the ship. So every other cruise where you sort of avoid the photographers because they hound you and take a photo, because you've got to pay a fortune for it. They're actually part of the fare, so that's quite fun.
So we were chasing them.
We were chasing them for the photos and everything. Mind you, by the end of 43 days and limited amount of clothing, you just don't want to be seen photographed in the same clothes again.
Then we were avoiding them.
And we were avoiding because we also had so many photos of ourselves in different nights but same outfits. But anyway, all good fun.
Yeah.
Second sea day en route to Darwin. Time for breakfast. And instead of going to the buffet where we normally go to, we thought we might go to the restaurant.
So we went to Allegro's for breakfast. And we were so lucky when we got there. We said we were on table for 2, and we were ushered to, I think, the best table seating in the whole restaurant, in the whole ship almost.
Oh, it was, because all you do is you look out.
Yes.
All you do is look out
over
at
the wake.
The wake at the rear, the aft of the ship. That was just fabulous.
It was a really lovely experience.
The cruising route on the way up to the top end of Australia is really close to land, actually, because you can see land all the way, and it's just fabulous, isn't it? You're just looking at the coastal scenery all the way.
Oh, the view of the Australian coastline is just it's beautiful.
Yeah,
Really.
just
we were sitting there, and so many people around us were all commenting, "Wow, like it's really, really pretty." And lots of little tiny like really minor islands dotted all around, and it was really lovely to see.
and it
Nice
was,
experience.
it was, and it was this beautiful, lovely, warm day because you're heading up further up north. The warmer it is, the
getting
more
hotter and
humid
hotter.
and everything. So we used to spend the day around the pool actually, and with probably most of the other members of the everybody else was passengers
Yeah,
around
it's
the
getting
board
pretty
too.
hot by
But
then.
the great thing is, Princess really look after the people out there, and they put the bands on out in the afternoon there, and on the deck there, and that's terrific just to watch listen to the band.
Okay, if you followed it,
bailando, su fuego por dentro me va enloqueciendo, me va saturando con un físico que se recibe, mi boca cola y ya no puedo hablar, ya no puedo hablar con esa melodía. I know it's all, now I'm ready to say I'm here, my ego is big, I don't even breathe. That look like these, bring me my song, I know you. Give it to you, come now, so you wanna move.
Band.
And one thing we noticed when we were sitting out there too, the deck staff were coming around with trays of skewers with fruit on skewers.
Oh yeah, chilled fruit it was,
chilled
wasn't
fruit
it?
on skewers. It was
Yeah.
like really nice, and then coming around with icy poles, and it was just a nice little touch.
It
when you're
was,
sitting out
it
there
was.
and it's warm.
And we actually arranged to meet up with Ken and Sue, people that we met on our at the pub in Sydney, who were part of the Cruise Critic Forum.
Yes.
They were keen card players, 500 mainly. So, and we thought, yeah, what a great way to spend the afternoon playing cards. So,
spent the rest of the afternoon playing 500
500 with them, and of course sitting in the Crooners Bar, which has become our favourite place
in the afternoon.
in the afternoon, and they had drinks package as well. I
Yes.
didn't mind a cocktail or two, so
Yes,
that was a
so that was
fabulous
lovely.
afternoon with that.
Yes. Late afternoon, about 6:30 I think it was, the ship on the pool deck had this display, and it's called Watercolour Fantasy. So we went up there and we've taken a little video of it, and it was really lovely, and it's just like jets of different colour water coming out to music.
Yeah, it's right next to the pool,
Yes,
and the
it's
music.
really-
Yeah, they have a
yeah,
music
it's
theme
nice.
like it. I remember they had a James Bond theme.
Yes.
They played James Bond music. There was another one night. They had crooners as well. And
It only
lots
goes for
of-
about 15 minutes.
Yeah,
It's
that's-
really quick, but
yeah.
it's pretty to see.
The final 2 sea days before we reached Darwin, we went across the top of Cape York and then headed west, and then passed by Thursday Island, which was quite intriguing as well.
It was, yes.
And that, again, the beautiful scenery of the coast and the island was just magnificent. And then in the afternoon of one of the sea days, we had a wine tasting event, which was arranged through the Cruise Critic Forum people. So again, This was an event that was organised prior to the ship, and we all had to bring on a bottle of wine each, and we sat at the back of the ship in the stinking hot weather.
Yes.
It was so humid, but
yes,
we all enjoyed a lovely wine tasting of the various.
Yeah, everyone bought their own bottle of wine on, put it in the middle of the table, and someone did a little talk about their bottle of wine that they bought on, and
we bought ours from the Yarra Valley.
And we were a bit worried because on the ship, if you do bring wine on, which you're allowed to, but if you actually drink it in a public area or in a restaurant, they will charge you corkage. So we were a bit concerned that they were going to charge us corkage. But we were very lucky. They turned a blind eye.
They turned a blind eye.
They turned a blind eye.
I remember in that it was in the that afternoon too. It was so hot that it got a bit too much for you, Ashley, and you had to bail out early.
I went back inside.
It was just incredibly.
I like a drink, but drinking in the heat, no, not so much. No. Also, on a previous cruise, we were in a restaurant one afternoon, and we were served by this amazing waitress called Maureen, who was just so friendly and just made our day extra special. And we became friends with her and quite friendly with her. And we happened to mention to her that we were going on another cruise with Princess, but Royal Princess this time. And she said, "Oh my goodness, you wouldn't believe it." She said, "I'm actually going on to, her next contract is going to be on Royal Princess." And I thought, "Oh, fantastic, we'll look out for you." So while we were on our cruise, we were looking at her. We sort of couldn't really find her anywhere. But this day when we were out on the pool deck, we went inside to get some food just from the buffet and eat it outside. And in I walk, and on Princess they have washy stations, so you have to wash your hands before you go into the bistro area. And she was doing washy, and I'm going, "Oh my goodness, Maureen!" She goes, "Oh my goodness, Rhonda." And I said, "I've been looking for you everywhere on this ship." And she goes, "I'm in Concerto," which is another one of these restaurants which we hadn't.
Main dining room. Yeah.
Main dining room, sorry, and we hadn't managed to get ourselves down there at this stage. So anyway, I went outside and said to Andrew, "You wouldn't believe I've just finally ran into Maureen." "Oh my goodness." So he went in and gave her a big hug and everything. So the outcome of all this is that her restaurant that she was working in at night time is the Concerto restaurant, and she organised a set time dining for us, which was 7 o'clock, and we had our own table of 2.
And we were served exclusively by her.
Yeah, by her and her offsider, Adrian.
Adrian, yes.
And at first we're like, "Oh no, we don't know if we want to be restricted to coming down here every night at 7 o'clock. But we sort of got a bit wrong. And once we settled into what was going on, we realised that table is ours at 7 o'clock every night. But if we don't come, that's fine. You're not restricted.
That's
you
right.
don't have to go to
But
the
it's
restaurant.
reserved for us.
But it's reserved for us. And if we're not there by about 8 o'clock, they'll know we're not coming. And then they'll offer it to
mind you, we did go,
else.
and if we weren't going, we did do the courtesy of letting them know we wouldn't.
Mostly,
came.
we'd let them know during the day or the night before. "Sorry, we've got a specialty restaurant tomorrow," or whatever, just to let them know so they could.
But it was just lovely,
Yeah.
wasn't it? Be able to walk in
so nice.
every evening and be greeted by her.
We got
and
treated so
so
well.
as soon as they saw us, they'd get our special wine that we had, the Penfolds.
It was lovely. So it was, and they were good. And we could talk to them about our day, and they tell us about their day, and like she also and her offside Adrian at times talked about the trials and tribulations of them being a crew member on the ship. Told us sometimes life can be pretty tough for them too. So it was very nice.
We hope you enjoyed watching part 2 of our holiday of a lifetime. In our next video, we visit a war memorial and encounter King Neptune.